everyone, welcome back to week number 4 and the final week of the ModTV QuiltAlong. I am so happy you're back with us, and I hope you're enjoying making these fun little retro ModTV blocks. By now you should have completed one 12.5-inch ModTV block. This week is all about personalizing the TV screens, and you can choose to do a solid fabric, a striped fabric, or you can fussy cut something. You can even add a photo in to personalize and memorialize your ModTV block for a friend or a family member, or just for yourself. So I'm going to explain how to do all these different methods, but first, regardless of whichever method you choose for your TV screen, you're going to need to set up the TV screen in the exact same way. So what you're going to do is start with a piece of fabric, or a piece of photo fabric even, after you've printed the photo on here, of 5 by 7 inches. And that would be 5 inches tall, 7 inches wide. This will eventually get cut down to 4 inches by 6 inches. So if you are printing a photo or you're fussy cutting something out of a fabric like a motif, you're going to want to make sure that that image is within the 4-inch by 6-inch margins. You also need a piece of fusible web, which is like Steam-A-Seam 2 or Heat and Bond Light. Those are different manufacturer brands. So you'll need a piece of 5-inch by 7 inches, and that's going to actually get fused onto the back of your TV screen once you're done fussy cutting or printing the photo out. So let's move over to the ironing board, and I'll show you how to set up the TV screen and fuse it to your TV set. So now that we know how to set up our TV screen and fuse it onto our TV set, I want to show you some of the different ways that you can personalize the TV screen to make it uniquely you. So the most common method is to simply cut a piece of fabric from the background fabric. And as you can see here, this creates just a clean mid-mod ModTV block for you. The other way, which is fun, is to use a piece of striped fabric. So something that's a black and white stripe, or something like this wonky stripe from the K Fawcett Collective, is a great way to show maybe the TV being off air or a static image going on. The third way is to fussy cut something. So here's a great piece of fabric that's like a comic book quilting strip that I had, and I fussy cut this piece of fabric to put in the middle of the TV screen. When you fussy cut a motif, make sure that you fussy cut the image to 4 by 6, but cut the actual piece of fabric out at 5 by 7. That will allow you enough room to trim down the edges after you put the fusible web on the back of the TV screen, and round the corners as well if you so desire. Let's see a couple other customer quilts who have used a fussy cut motif. The other option is, and probably the most popular, is to create a piece of photo fabric where you print a photo image onto photo fabric. Now I have two different photo fabrics that I like to use. One is the June Taylor photo fabric, and one is the EQ Printables photo fabric. Both are available at your local quilt shop or your local Joann's or Walmart, and both work just great. But I want to go through some of the tips and tricks that I have found when you're using photo fabric for your TV screen. First of all, the most important one is test, test, test. And what I mean by that is center your image up, get it ready to go, color correct it in your photo program, and then test print it on paper. Waste a lot of paper if you have to before you print it on the photo fabric, because the photo fabric is very expensive and you don't want to waste it. The other thing is to make sure that your image is centered in the 4 by 6 image boundaries, but print it at 5 by 7. Again, that will allow you enough room to cut down and trim the image size to 4 by 6 without cutting off anybody's head or noses or sides. The other thing too is when you set your printer up, always set it to the regular settings. Do not use the photo setting. And the reason I say this is the photo setting lays down way too much ink, and you're likely to smudge the photo as it prints, and it will come out kind of blotchy and inky. So the regular settings do just fine. If you do want to heat set this image, make sure that you refer to the manufacturer's directions to do so, and make sure you actually print yourself an extra image and test heat setting it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so you'll just need to experiment that. So now that you've decided and made your TV screen, it's time to fuse it on and finish your cute ModTV block. So you're going to want to fuse the TV screen in the center of the TV set, and then you're going to need to secure it to the TV set by either stitching around the edge of the TV screen, and you can do that with a zigzag stitch, a decorative stitch, or a simple straight stitch where you're stitching 1/8 of an inch in from the edge. Once you're done with that, you can either go ahead and make more ModTV blocks to make the lap quilt behind me, or finish off your single ModTV block in a cute wall hanging or pillow. If you're doing either the wall hanging or the pillow, you're going to want to take a piece of batting and secure it to the back side of the block, and then you can have fun machine quilting your ModTV block. You can do this simply by doing some free motion machine quilting. You can do straight stitch quilting 1/4 of an inch apart, or you can use a decorative serpentine stitch like I've done here, which kind of mimics a radio wave pattern, as if radio waves or TV waves are emulating across the TV block. Once that's done, you'll finish it off into a wall hanging, and you can do that simply by binding as desired your little wall hanging, or you can get a 12-inch record album frame from Michael's Arts and Crafts and frame your ModTV block, or you can finish it into a cute 12-inch pillow. So this one I've used a 12-inch pillow form, and to make the pillow, you're simply going to choose some backing fabric. You're going to need 2 9.5-inch wide by 12.5-inch tall pieces of fabric. You're going to turn in one edge of each piece of fabric twice and top stitch across that fabric. You're then going to overlap these 2 backing fabrics together like this across right sides together of your pillow, and then you'll stitch all the way around the pillow form, turning it right side out to complete your cute memory pillow of your ModTV block. So that concludes our ModTV QuiltAlong. I am so happy and thrilled that you enjoyed this and joined us for this QuiltAlong. I want to urge you to check out all of our other Colourwerx websites. You can shop for patterns and fabrics and kits in our shop at Colourwerx.com. You can come to Facebook and check out both our Facebook groups at Colourwerx or Colourwerx QuiltAlongs, and you can even subscribe to our Colourwerx YouTube channel, where you'll be notified of new video tutorials or new companion QuiltAlong tutorials that you can view. Thank you so much for joining us again. We hope to see you soon, and happy and coloricious quilting always.